Hello, it is Dr. Chris Raquel, and I'm back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also send me an email, askcrystalraquel@gmail.com, if you have any questions that you would love to see me answer on a video. So I have a video for today, and a lot of you know that when I'm coming on here and I am speaking to you all, it could be about various topics. It could be about relationships, family, it could be something fun, it could be about current events. But when I come on here, I like to really feel it. So I know it's been a couple weeks, but I'm back and I have a wonderful topic that I hope you all enjoy. So a lot of you have subscribed to me. Well, most recently, a lot of people have subscribed to me because of my food shorts, but for whatever reason, I have some difficulty uploading some of them. I'm not sure why, but this topic is for relationships, and I know a lot of you have subscribed to me for that as well. So, for this particular topic, I am going to discuss. It's a dynamic in relationships, and I've spoken to you all about how you should never live with someone that you're dating. It's just not a good look, and and in general I would say you shouldn't live with somebody from the other gender either. But I just immediately, as I was about to say that, I was like, no, it's not true, because when I was in college, I had a couple roommates at one point. It was one girl, one male, and then I became close to his girlfriend. So yeah, but definitely do not ever live with your significant other. So I'm going to explain to you why in just a second. Give me a second. All right, so someone recently came to me about a topic related to living with someone. So they sent me a post of a young lady saying that she's never lived with someone before, but she's been with her boyfriend, I think, about 3 years, and he's recently purchased a home. And then home is in his name. He told her that it's a gift for you, even though it's in his name. Yeah, come on. And now he would like her to move in, and then they'll split the cost of the mortgage. So immediately the person who sent me was like, and I was like, but it made me think about this particular topic. So I want to talk to you all. I already mentioned that you shouldn't live with somebody who you're dating prior to marriage. It's just not a thing. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if you say you're going to, abstain. We're not supposed to live with anybody when you're a Christian. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because that's leading to temptation, whether it be for you or your boyfriend or whatever, or your fiance, whatever. So I wanted to talk about living with someone in general, not even just because it's a mortgage. In general, when you're living with someone and you're both renting, it's not a good look, because remember, men and women have completely different roles. The man is the provider, correct? The woman is, she's the caretaker, she's the caregiver, she makes a house a home, that sort of thing, right? I don't know, it's always so easy for us to describe the man, right? Provider, protector. And then whenever it comes to really outlining the specific words for the woman, it gets a little bit trickier. We know she's a caregiver, but there's so much more, because, the woman is the helpmeet. So a lot of times when you're the helper, I like to think of it as like a boss in a CEO situation. Not saying that that's what man and woman are. No, because, we're a couple, we're a pair, and the woman was made from Adam's ribs. They're both made from dust. But what I mean by a CEO and a CEO or a boss situation, and then you have your person under you. It could be a subordinate, an ops manager, whoever, right? The CEO's at the top, and then there could be various leaders beneath who help him, direct him, guide him. But he has a specific role. He's the leader, but he's not doing all those other tasks. So that's what I think of when I think of a woman, right? So we're just built like that. We can do so many different things at once. So just imagine like a CEO type role, then imagine somebody who's an ops manager or a project manager or a project coordinator. They can do so many different things, and they can manage multiple different priorities at once, right? So that's what I like to think about when I think of a woman. But so that's why it's hard for me. I usually say caregiver and so many other things, right? But anyway, so basically I want to talk about how you should not live with the person you're dating, because that man is the provider. I was gonna say caregiver. The man is the provider, and you have to keep those things in mind. How is it? So, of course, when we think of him having a mortgage, you're like, wait a minute, he's just trying to move her in. Her name's not on the thing. He wants her to pay his mortgage. But I immediately started applying that to how people even live together, how a man and woman live together in an apartment. It's the same thing, except instead of you're giving the man money to pay half of the mortgage, now you're just paying into the apartment, whoever's the owner of the apartments, right? You're paying them. But it's the same thing. Why can we think to ourselves, what? He said that this home is a gift for her, but then he wants her to pay half of the mortgage and her name's not on it. Why can we say to ourselves, oh my gosh, that's crazy, he's trying to scam her? And don't try to flip it and say, oh, what if the woman did it? Because that's different. I'm talking about a man as the provider. So if we can see that that's off for a man to do that, say, oh, this home is for you, right? That's his way to try to get her to pay, saying it's yours, right? But it's really not his name. Her name isn't even on it. Why can we see that that's wrong, but we don't see it as strange when you are in a relationship and the man wants you to split the bills evenly? No. And those of you who know me know how I feel about this. Everyone has their own dynamic in their relationship. So it's not to say, oh, if you are splitting bills with your, not gonna say boyfriend, with your husband, then that's wrong. I'm not saying that. Everyone has their own situation. However, for you to go into a relationship saying that is what you're going to do, you're not even letting the man show you what he can do first. If you're gonna abide by what the Bible says and how the Bible outlines things, in almost every situation, the man is coming, he's looking to find a wife, and he's coming to provide for her. He's showing what he has to offer. So, ladies, if you want to end up in a dynamic, I'm sorry, baby. If you want to end up in a dynamic to where the man is going to be, here, baby, eat your cookie. If you want to end up in a dynamic to where it's always going to be like that for the rest of your life, you're always going to have to split everything down the middle, and then plus take on all the child care, all the cleaning, all the cooking, all of that. If you want to end up in a situation, enter your relationship splitting everything down the middle. So my point in saying that is the man is supposed to come to you and show you something. Ladies, you would be much better off, rather than trying to combine your income, you'll be much better off saying, okay, when he's getting to know you, he's pursuing you, he wants you, that's when you have all the leverage. That's when you can say what you want and get it. You come to him and you tell him, okay, I'm a Christian, I'm abiding by the Bible, and I'm looking for a provider. I'm able to live within your means, whatever you can provide for me. And it's gonna go way better for you. So just imagine, he comes to you, regardless of what the man's income is. He could be making 20,000, depending on where you live, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. You got attention? He could be making any type of money. You come to him and you say you're willing to live within his means. You'll be much better off living. One second. Living within the means of what he says he can provide for you, versus you saying, okay, let's put all of our money together and put it towards this one thing. Let's put all our money in. Let's rent a 3-4 bedroom, and I'm putting my money in. I love you. I know you love me. So let's put all our money in and pull it together, and let's get the best of the best. You'd be much better off saying, you know what, this is a man. What would he be doing if I wasn't here? How would he be living? And if he can provide 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom for you all as your single people, it's much better off for you to move forward and go to that and let him provide for you in that manner. And then, of course, you say, okay, babe, and this is my vision for what I want for my future, my marriage. And then I would like our money to go towards our savings. We want to have a house one day, or if you don't already have a house when you're going into your marriage, or I want my money to go towards savings. I want my money to go towards our kids' colleges, our future. I want my money to go towards the food or these other bills in the home. So it's not like, it depends, right? Because if the man is able to pay for everything, that's okay as well. Or it's not like you're going into this as a working person, a working woman who is still going to continue to work, and you're going to say, oh, well, okay, you just pay for everything, and I'm just going to use my money and buy clothes and go shopping, right? That's not the ideal situation. That's not what I'm expecting or what you should expect ever. But let the man be a man. Let him provide for you. So don't think, if you think to yourself that that's so off for a man to say he's getting you a house, the house is in his name, and he's asking you to move in with him, you've never lived together before, and you're his boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's asking you to pay for half the mortgage in that way because it's your home, even though it's really not. If you see that as odd, you need to immediately think it's off for a man to come in and say you guys are going to split the rent. That should not be a thing. I'm talking about when you're first getting together. Things can happen in a relationship later on. Maybe things can change, but it's always best to let each of you have your own responsibilities. The thing that's going wrong nowadays is people are mixing everything so much, right? To where, okay, I have this bill. We both have all these bills together. So now, oops, maybe the man, he can say that's not my responsibility this month. Oh, you got me? Oh, I don't have it. Versus if you make the man have his separate responsibility, that's his responsibility every month, and you already know your money is going towards something else that you all have decided together, you know. So ladies, if you can see that it's off for a man with a mortgage to say this is your home, your name's on, it's in my name, but you're gonna pay me half of the bills. If you see that as off, you should immediately see it as off if a man is saying, okay, let's move in together and I'm going to split all the bills with you, because it's really no difference. It's no difference. If you have a problem with the first situation I mentioned, then you definitely also need to have a problem with the other situation as well, because, and of course, and I'm not even saying a man is at fault, because a lot of times it's up to the two of you. A man is the provider, a man is the protector. You have to make sure that he upholds that role. And yeah, just came up in conversation with someone, like, as when they told me the situation with the mortgage. But you know, a lot of times the man, if you tell them, hey, I'm gonna split bills with you, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. A lot of people are doing it nowadays, so that's great for me. Ladies, you don't realize how much your labor is beneficial to a man. The man sees it clearly. I would say it's so rare if the man does not realize what benefit. The men know how much you're putting in. The men know that your labor plus your money is more than what they're doing. They know that. And so it's up to you, ladies, to open your eyes. You have the power. You have the power in the beginning of your relationship. Before you walk down the aisle. Sorry. You can set your relationship up exactly how you want it. So keep that in mind. Do not live do not live with a man, and definitely not before marriage is what I'm saying. And think about those things. Set your relationship up in the right way that's going to lead to the future, ladies. Don't go into it thinking I'm a single lady or it's just us. Remember, if you're able to have kids, you guys are going to have a family. Think about the best situation for you once you're the one that's going to be the caretaker. Don't think about the now. Things are going to change when you're giving birth, when you're pregnant, right? When you have your little babies that are going to be calling you mama, mama, mama. Things are going to change. Don't think about the now. Okay, we're equal. He's working, I'm working, we're single, there's no children, there's no, we're not living together. Think about how that dynamic is going to shift once you're the one that's taking care of the household duties. You're both working potentially. Of course, it's different if you're not working, but you're both working, and you're taking care of the household duties and a child, or you're taking care of the household duties and work, and you're... All right, let me just get off of here. But ladies, please don't move in with a man, and make sure if you see the situation of how I described it with the mortgage, that you see the same thing with living with somebody prior to marriage. Set your relationship up correctly. Have an amazing and blessed day, and I'll be back soon. Let me know what type of topics. Let me know what topics you'd like to see. Have a wonderful day. Bye.